Hi, I'm Steve Shelburne, owner and operator of Shelburne RV here in beautiful Cleveland, Tennessee. Well, good morning. Welcome back, Shelburne RV. It's a beautiful 17 degrees here on this beautiful Monday morning. I'm late getting my videos done because I've been dealing with that contraption this morning because we have had sewer problems this morning. So I've been knee deep in it this morning. And it hadn't been fun. And I finally got it figured out. I finally got it unplugged, but it took 4 hours of me working that pipe to get the clog out of there. It's been a daggum nightmare. It flooded the building a little bit, but yeah, sucks. We're back. Let's go around and look at a few things. Like I said, I'm a little late, but yeah, it's been a mess here this morning. So let's go look.
So Dynasty came in. This is the bedroom slide. Having an issue with the room starting to go out on its own and juddering a little bit. This is kind of what we found coming into it. Get the mattress off. Get down to the mechanism. That's when you notice a few little things here. We'll just start at the front, work our way to the back. So random bolt, most all of the screws either out or partially out. I'll give you a good view of kind of what's going on back there as it's lifted off the floor. So that random bolt, this side is the same, completely lifted off the floor. And then I noticed this rear rack, we got a big hump right there. And if you can kind of see, that one is also bent up as well. Get up and come over to this side. Same thing, our screws are out, letting the whole system rock back and forth. And on top of that, I noticed the nut right there. So there's where that's supposed to go, which is one of the rollers and gear supports for the room itself. Got a few things to do.
So we're back here on this big Allegro bus. Now, there was a video we did not too long ago where the Aquahot motor was absolutely not working. They hot wired it. The motor was burned up. I tried to get over here, but Thomas was quicker than I was. I was dealing with some other problems. But they've got the new motor in it. He's got it reinstalled. He's getting ready to test run this thing and see where we're at. So, yep, a little step closer. Project here in the shop is this big Airstream. Now this one came in, it's got some issues with the Zip-D awning, which we don't do a ton of Zip-D. Zip-D seems to make a pretty good product, and we struggle getting parts, but the customer had bought his own parts for this, so with some issues he was having with the end of this, and you can see they're working right now getting those changed out. But here's some of the old original part that came off of that. So having some problems with that, but the customer had brought his own parts. So trying to get some of that under control at the moment. And we're here at the Riverbend Motor Coach Resort here in LaBelle, Florida. We're going to be changing out this 6536 out of this 07 Prevost this morning. So just waiting to get in the gate here, but gonna let you take a look at this as we drive in here. But this is a real nice resort down here. So yeah, we're gonna get going here in just a minute, waiting on the customer to meet us here at the gate, and then we're gonna get rolling. We'll get going here in just a second. Yeah, that's nice. All right, so we got the basement air out of this. Now, initially, I had some issues with the ductwork not sealing up correctly, but I want you to look up inside this thing. Let me get over here so you can see this. Okay, see how that comes down right there? And there's just that little bit of area right there where the air's flowing through that. This thing was 100% backed up, and it was hindering air from flowing up inside that ductwork. Now you can see we're real loose up there. We've got to fix that and get that under control. So we're just going to completely rebuild this ductwork assembly and just build all new for this. Built all new ductwork for this, and you can see all the pieces and trash that we had left over from building that, but all the ductwork is built. This unit's actually in here running. Let's go in here. Now I can tell you, this thing's had better airflow, he says, than anything he's seen. So let's go take a look at this right quick. So thermostat 72 and 63 and dropping, and it's only been running probably 6 or 7 minutes. 62. But yeah, the airflow in this thing's incredible now compared to where we were at. So yep, getting ready to finish up on this one. All right, back here on the Prevost bus, the one that's been in our shop for a week or so. Now this one came in, the ductwork was this is the one that had the really junky ductwork on the back. You can see we made a plenum to go behind there, ties into here, touches into the floor. We're gonna zip tie this a little differently, but that's where the filter goes. And then that's the discharge for the cold. So that one's all done. Let's do a recap on this other side real quick. Because remember, this all started with this side. This unit over here had an issue where the wire on top of the compressor was actually burned off. So we pulled this one out, fixed the wire on top of the compressor and got it up and going, and then found that the ductwork on the other side was junk. So there you go, got both of those done. That one's done, it's testing right now, so looks like everything's good on it. So yeah, just a little bit involved on that, but yeah, they whoever put that other ductwork in there, I mean, it wasn't right and it wasn't working. So that residential ductwork fixes all that. So we're going to test it and see where we're at. All right, so I'm telling you guys how slow it is at Shelburne RV. Just look for yourself. The last time I had this empty, this parking lot this empty, I was cutting all the excessive trees, pine trees. You can see all my pines right there. I cut a bunch of pines down over between Christmas and New Year's. That was the only time, and that was probably 8 years ago. That's the only time that area has been that empty. That'll tell you how slow it is for me. Next project here in the shop is this chaparral. Now it had some very severe roof problems, and it had some really bad floor problems. So they've actually gone in here and replaced the floor. You can see the metal that we wrap all those with. But yeah, just working on getting that put back together so they can get a roof wrapped back on it so they can reinstall this one. Dynasty we had in here last year, we put a floor in the kitchen area. Well, it's back again. This time, you can see that's the mechanism for the bed. But yeah, this one here, getting the floor in the bedroom. Let's walk in here, but you can see all the parts, and like I said, there's the mechanism for the bed to pull the room in and out. But yeah, look at that right there. And the problem is those wheels, there was no real good protection under there, and the wheels slinging the water up there ruined the floor. So quite a bit involved in that, as you can see. But if you remember, last year we replaced all of this. So we've been into this a ways, but yeah, we're gonna fix that one right up. All right, so you see he's got the new roofing material on here. It is glued down. We use that PVC, which is a phenomenal product. So he's got it all glued on and just getting ready to start putting all the siding pieces back on it. Yeah, you see what the parking lot looks like. I mean, it's you know, as a business person, it's a little scary. I mean, we have enough work to get us through January, but you know, we're coming on the few days before Christmas, and all the guys, you know, we're kind of at that point where we're just like, hey, why don't you go ahead and take those 3 days off before Christmas? So that's what the boys are going to do. And then traditionally we're shut down between Christmas and New Year's, so, which I'll be moving at that point to Florida. So yeah, the shop, I mean, if we worked those 2 weeks, we wouldn't have any work for January. So, you know, this is always kind of the problem. It always slows down a little bit in December, January, February. But yeah, this year I've never seen anything like it. So yeah, they're taking a week off, and then the week between Christmas, I'll be moving to do that. But yeah, it comes down to the cash flow. I mean, I talked to a lot of people in the industry, and everybody's kind of saying the same thing. I mean, it's feast or famine right now, and a lot of companies are getting bought up by bigger companies, and a lot of companies just going out of business. So, you know, I'm not sure what the solution is going to be. I'm not sure. You know, I hope this coming year is going to be different. I mean, there's a lot of tax stuff that's going to go into play, and maybe the interest rate will come down and people start buying campers again. But the reality is, I mean, I'm at the bottom of this trickle down economics, and you're seeing it. And again, I always try to show the good with the bad. And, you know, the stress of all that is, you know, you've seen the parking lot. It's just part of it, I guess. So anyways, yeah, that's what we got going on there. Well, there you go. That was the Christmas dinner with the boys. So yeah, they like I said, they took off the rest of the day, and the big majority of them will be off next week, and then we're off between Christmas and New Year's, and that's when Jan and I are doing the rest of our move to Florida. So yeah, bear with me. Not quite sure how I'm gonna be doing the videos just yet. I think one of the boys is gonna help me do that. I mean, like I said, they've got several jobs for the first of the year, and hopefully things will start rolling in here. But yeah, I mean, showing you the good with the bad. This is a struggle in a small business. I mean, it's just it's the way it is sometimes. So you guys are getting to see that. But thanks for watching. Appreciate all the comments from last week, and yeah, I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's. And yeah, we'll be around shooting as much video as we can. And Cousin Gary already ate and went home. So, you know, if he was here, he'd say this video's Cousin Gary approved. Y'all take care. Have a good Christmas. We'll see you next time.